Hello everybody. So today I will talk about calculus. The topic today is about differential equations. So now I will show you how to answer. We divide both sides by dx. Next, we have y(s), the square root of y squared plus s squared. That's about homogeneous because this is degree number 1, but this is about square. Under the square root, they will change to degree number 1. So in this situation, I will put about y equal to vs. So if we do first the derivative for the both sides, we have dy over dx equals to, we do first the derivative of v, so we have dv over dx multiplied by s. Later that we do first the derivative of s, we have number 1, and now we just have only v. This is about the product rule of derivative. So that wise we just have this one in here. About y we change for vs. Similar for this one. This one we change for this one. This one we have v squared s squared. We have s squared and s squared. We can do about factorization. The square root of s squared, we have s. Next, we divide both sides by s. Next, we have this number 1 multiplied by this one, and this one multiplied by this one. So we will have about dv over dx multiplied by s plus v, and we have dv over dx, the square root of this one with s in here. Similar for the last one. Next, v and v, that will simplify. So we have number 0 on the left. dv over dx with dv over dx in here, we can do about factorization. Next, this one we put on the left. Next, we divide both sides by this one. Now, we move the s and s go to the left, and this one go to the right. Next, we put the integration for the both sides. Now, I will show you the technique how to find this interaction. So, I will use about interaction by trigonometric substitution. So, I will put about v equals to tan t. dv we have secant of t square dt. So we put tan t to change for v. Tan t dv we change for this one. Tan t square plus 1 we change for secant of t square. Similar for this one. This one, the square root of secant of t square, we have secant of t. This one similar secant of t. Secant of t divided by secant of t. Next, secant of t we change for 1 over cosine t, and tan t we change for sin t over cosine t. Cosine t simplified by cosine t. Next, 1 divided by sin t, we have cosecant of t, and we have another one, that's about secant of t over sin t. And we know that secant of t, that's about 1 over cosine t. So we put cosine t on denominator. We know that number 1, that is about sin t square plus cosine t square. Sin t square divided by sin t, cosine t square divided by cosine t. So we have about sin t over cosine t plus cosine t over sin t. And now we have the final answer. The integral of cosecant of t, we have negative ln of the absolute value of cosecant of t plus cotan t. This one we have negative ln of the absolute value of cosine t. And the last one, that's about positive ln of the absolute value of sin t. And we put about c. About t, that is about this one. So we put about t equals to arctan of v. So we put this one to replace for t. Next, we return back to this one. The integral of dx over s, we have ln of the absolute value of s. About this one, that is about this one. And we put about c. about v, that is about this one. So we divide both sides by s. So we change y over s for v. This is the end. Thank you for watching.